Hi, and welcome to another video in the YBT video training series. In this session, we'll provide an overview of the grant planning module of YBT. We'll open a grant plan and describe the columns, rows, data, and terminology involved. This is the YBT homepage. To begin, select Grant Planning in the top left of the page. Select the GP Working Plan menu item. A list of available plans displays, showing you the files you can access. Click on the file you want to open. Note, to open more than one plan file at a time, hold the Control button while clicking the files you want to open. Once you've highlighted the file you want to open, click the OK button. The Grant Planning module opens, displaying the plan you selected. All of the grants which belong to this org will be included in the plan. Rows 103 through 107 display the column headings for the plan, which have blue shade and white text. The name of the file will display in column AV. This file is called GP Demo. The current period for the plan is in red text. Columns BC through BL contain the 10 individual installment periods. This grant only has one installment, which lasts 1 year. Let's scroll to the right to see the other columns. Column BN contains actual information from the most recent closed month. Column BO contains the most recent year-to-date actuals. Column BP contains non-labor commitments from the data warehouse. Column BQ contains current month projections, and BR has future month projections. Let's scroll some more to the right. Next, we have columns displaying the burden for each installment period. Burden will be calculated for each expense type in your plan which requires burden based on the indirect cost rate for the installment period. Expense types which require burden will have a Y in column AZ, the burden column. There are two more columns to the right, so let's scroll to view them. Columns CF and CG are the two additional columns to the far right. These will provide the grants and contracts total figures for current year GC and next year GC, respectively. This is also referred to as the fiscal year slice and is most often used in reporting. Now that we've examined the columns in the plan, let's scroll back to the left. AW113 through AY115 will display the project_task, award, and org values for the first grant in your plan. This information will always appear in columns AW through AY in the top left corner of each grant block. Note, in your plan, descriptions for the project_task, award, and org will appear in column AY. Since this is a demo file and dummy grant, no descriptions are included here. Just below the PTAU information, you'll find the dates for the following: installment start, installment end, and award end. The names of the manager and principal investigator for your grant will display at the top of the grant, beginning in column BC. Dates for each installment period display below the PI name. Below the dates, you will find the IDC rate for the specific period. For burdenable expenses, the indirect costs equals the expense amount times the indirect cost rate. The highlighted section below will be where we focus much of our attention. Column AV is the burden column we described previously. Columns AX and AW contain the expense codes and descriptions for expense types associated with the grant. Use the yellow cells in the current installment period column to budget amounts for the expense lines. View the specific burden amounts for each row in the burden columns described previously. Column BU to the far right in this example. As you enter amounts in each row, they are summed and displayed in the total expenses row. The expenses total is added to the total of indirect charges, which displays in the cell below. The resulting sum displays in the total budget row. To add a new expense line to the grant, click the Add New Expense Line link provided. To view a video demonstration of this process, watch the Grant Planning Adding a New Expense Line video. To add a new grant to your plan, click the link labeled Add a New PTAO. To view a video demonstration of this process, watch the Grant Planning Adding a New PTAO video. In this video, we provided an overview of the columns, rows, data, and terminology in the Grant Planning module. Thanks for your time today. If you have questions or comments, please send them to ybtsupport@yale.edu. Have a great day.